All right, so we focus on the NFC East, which I believe you called the worst division in football.
Yes, I did. I didn't stutter. Nor did I stumble.
Tony Romo taking on RG3 back in his home state. He was 2-0 last year and just ate him alive, in part because his legs were so good. You know, he had only 72 rushing yards in the first 4 games. He had 77 on Sunday night.
Yeah, you started seeing those legs of his starting to come back right about now.
Here on 3rd and goal. There he is. He's up there. But Sean Lee reading it.
But the center makes that block, it's a touchdown. And he goes down there and dives. Just run through the man. Just run through him. Great job by Sean Lee.
That was
right, Mike.
So Washington settled for a field goal. You know, the Cowboys are a different team when DeMarco Murray's running well. He did not get a chance to do that on Sunday night. 7 carries, 29 yards, and a score. However, he sprained knee. He'll be reevaluated on Monday morning. 2 plays later, Tony Romo forced to pass, and that ain't always good.
Tip drill.
Rob Jackson picks it off. Just the 3rd INT this year for Romo.
You can do it early, but not late.
Take another look at it. Here comes the tip by Josh Wilson.
Good play by Josh Wilson and getting in the way right there.
Now, Dallas has had all sorts of defensive injuries along the front line. DeMarcus Ware, the all-time sack leader, you see comes up a little lane. Strained quad. He was done for the night as well.
That hurt, but Dwayne Harris said that I make up the difference. And he's standing in the gap.
One thing about a good punt returner, baby, you got to make someone miss, catch the ball, get upfield.
Man, look how explosive.
And he is. That was some great blocking as well. Hats off to that return team.
86 yards, his 2nd career punt return for a touchdown, and he follows the line so well, too.
Look at the vision, though. Watch the vision that this kid has. Okay, now set it up, idle down, cut it back, now fire up the band.
Man, our graphics department balling.
14-3 Cowboys. You know who's excited? Tony Romo, because I don't have to throw another interception and get criticized on Game Day Fun.
Come on.
That ain't right, Chris.
You just said the man only had 3.
All right, so in the 3rd quarter, Harris, 90 yards on this kickoff return. Is he the first Cowboy to have a punt and a kickoff return for a score?
My mark, man.
I'm going to say that kicker saw the Seattle game.
So they are in Redskins territory, deep in the red zone. And then Tony Romo to the 3rd-round pick, Terrence Williams.
Really like Terrence Williams starting to come on, man, and make some plays. This kid wants to be a very good ball player. Talked to him this week. Wants to put in the work to be great.
Everybody loved that highlight except for Miles Austin. This kid is coming on.
Okay, Miles.
Hey, look at that right there. Now, can we give Tony some credit for bringing that young kid along?
Alfred Morris, he loves playing the Cowboys. Slips a couple tackles. He's gone 45 yards in the touchdown and the 2-run homer to finish it off. He had 16 carries for 81 yards. Redskins down 21-16, so they're still around. On to the 4th. Redskins down 8 now, deep in their own territory. RG3, and you know, Jason Garrett talked about guys pretty much coming in off the street and getting it done. Kyle Wilbur, the sack, the strip.
You gotta have a clock in your head, RG3.
And the recovery.
Gotta be a clock in your head, man. You gotta have that clock in your head.
So them Cowboys did find people off the street that rushed the passer today.
And now they turn it over to their 5th-round pick out of Oklahoma State, Joseph Randle.
And the best thing about Joseph Randle, as soon as the Cowboys drafted him, the first thing I looked at was that he played in every game at Oklahoma State last year.
What you trying to say?
Yeah.
What you trying to say?
That he's durable. He can be in every game.
RG3 trying to lead Washington back, but Orlando Scandrick picks that off. RG3 picked off for the 5th time this year. He had only 5 interceptions all of last year. Dallas wins it, and it was a team effort.
So it's about getting the W, and we did that. And you know, they're playing better football than I think when you watch the tape, you know, as the season keeps getting going here a little bit, and they played pretty good tonight. But our defense, special teams, everyone, you know, rose up and did a great job.
There are no more victories, period. So especially for this team, we're the defending NFC's champs, and we're sitting here at 1-4 right now. So we have to, you know, take that medicine and move on to the next week, learn from it, and don't let it put us in the tank.
All right, let's start with the Dallas Cowboys. I think this is an impressive win. They lose one of their best players on offense, their best player on defense. I was curious to see how they rebound from that tough loss last week. Do you think they're proud down in Cowboy country?
Yeah, well, it was a win that they should have gotten today, and they did get. And certainly coming off the loss last week against Denver, you could say, well, maybe this team will be a little flat. But they came in and got the win. So that's growth and maturity for the Dallas Cowboys. I like to see the young guy Terrence Williams starting to make plays. He's really starting to come on. And what we saw is the Cowboys use other people now to win football games. So that's a credit to them.
I'm happy because the Dallas Cowboys persevered. Tony Romo threw a pick early. He was kind of harassed early. Usually he goes into a tailspin. He played ball today. Production-wise, only 48 yards rushing for the Dallas Cowboys. And you talk about 5 receptions, 36 yards for Dez Bryant. Dez don't play that. You know Dez is a big-time ball player. 3 receptions, 27 yards for Jason Witten. And they still won. That says a lot about the Dallas Cowboys. They were supposed to win this game because it was a home game versus the Washington Redskins. And the Washington Redskins defense, I'm looking right here, ain't stopped nobody. That's really what it says on the paper. Ain't stopped nobody all year, giving up 28 points a game. But they got the victory. Tony Romo persevered through it all. Even though they had several injuries, they won the game.
Exactly.
Is this a recipe for success, though? They got outgained by more than 200 yards. Can they do that on a weekly basis?
Here's the thing. And in our NFL, what you have to do is win however you can. You can't decide how you're going to win. I mean, if we look at, Tom Brady today, that's not how he expected to win. He thought he was going to put up numbers. But this is what happens in the league. Sometimes you have to win however the win presents itself. And today, the Cowboys took care of business with a lot of things not going their way. But defensively, they held the Washington Redskins to field goals while they scored touchdowns.
Right.
That's how they won the game today. And if they would have did that maybe once or twice against Denver, that game could have been different. But today, without DeMarcus Ware, with no Murray, because we say they had to run the ball for Murray for them to have success, and we said that they need DeMarcus Ware on the field. Well, neither one of those happened, and they found a way to win the game without Tony throwing for 500 yards and 5 touchdowns. This is the Cowboy team that can win games.
In the meantime,